Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English Basics for Beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Surah 17, verse 36, Surah Al-Isra, the night journey. And pursue not that of which you have no knowledge. For every act of hearing, or of seeing, or of feeling in the heart will be inquired into on the day of reckoning. Whatever you've heard, whatever you've seen, whatever you've contemplated in your heart, you will be asked questions about that on the day of judgment. This applies to every human being, irrespective of race or religion or ideology or ethnicity. Whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Buddhist or a Scientologist, whether you're a new age religion, a new faith religion, or a traditional religion, it does not matter. Whether you're a monotheist, a pantheist, a polytheist, an agnostic, or an atheist, even if you don't believe in God, even Professor Richard Dawkins and even Charles Darwin will stand in front of God, and that is a guarantee which nobody can escape. If you don't believe in that, then you are fooling yourself. You are living in an illusion and in a delusion. Whatever you've done, every act of hearing will be inquired into, every act of seeing will be inquired into, and every act what you had in your heart will be inquired into. God, most merciful, is not absent. God is with you in parliament. If you are planning secret deals, God knows He's going to ask you, why were you planning to kill that person? You heard about it. You saw a murder happening, or you saw a rape happening. Why didn't you go to the police and tell them what is going on? You heard some people planning evil. You saw them, how they met for the meetings. And you knew in your heart that this is wrong, so why didn't you open your mouth? If you saw that there's crime in your community, or there's illegal drug dealers, or gambling dens, or prostitution, whatever the evils are, and you know about it, it is your duty to talk about it. But those people who want to kill the whistleblowers, they will be in severe punishment. Because God, most merciful, knows exactly who they are. Those people who are trying to kidnap people, God, most merciful, knows exactly who they are. Not only the kidnappers, but the ones sitting right at the top in their fancy big houses, and they are pretending that they are moral and good citizens, but God knows exactly who they are. And on the day of judgment, which is the day of reckoning, they will be brought to shame and humiliation. All the arrogant big shots of the world will be crawling on their hands and knees and begging for forgiveness and begging God to be sent back to earth, but they will not be sent back to earth because their job is now to join Satan in hell and to get punished for the evil that they have been doing on the world. So every act of tumult and oppression and crime and murder and rape and embezzlement and fake AI financial scams where these people promise invest 4,500 rand and you will get 300,000 rand. All these criminals and these evil people, God knows exactly who they are because they are deceiving the hard-working, innocent, ignorant, hard-working masses of this country and elsewhere on the continent. And they will be punished. The hackers of the world will be punished because they think they can hide behind their anonymous fake profiles. But God knows exactly who they are. God knows their real identity. God knows their ID. God knows their DNA thumbprint. God knows their retinal scan. God knows their brains. God knows everything what's in their heart and in the brain. So people who think that they are anonymous, they cannot fool God. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows every single thing. You cannot hide from it. May your life be filled with barakah and blessing. May Allah keep us away from criminals and evil people and all these terrible hackers and the scammers and the financial scammers and the cryptocurrency scammers and all the evil people in the world. And may they be exposed for their crimes, whether the evil people, whether the criminals are in government may they be brought to shame and humiliation. And if the criminals are in civil society, may they be brought to shame and humiliation. And if the criminals are internet hackers, may they be brought to shame and humiliation. To be anonymous does not mean that God does not know who you are. God knows exactly who you are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows exactly who you are, and may you get severely punished, not only in this world, but also on the day of judgment in the hereafter. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah.